It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Browns and the Bills. And it's coming up next on Madden NFL 23.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me as always, Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from the City Beautiful. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Looking to throw on second down. Nix. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returnable here from the 38. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So here are the Browns now with great starting field position. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4". Oh, he's got some breathing room. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Back to throw now on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletion sets. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Austin Eckler from 4 yards out. And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon. They'll try and throw for it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
So now on comes the Browns offense as they'll try for 2 more. They'll look to throw. And the conversion good. He's got it. So the lead swells to 16-0. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. So they will set up shop. Excellent. Zone at the 19-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. Pushes past him. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Back to throw here. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. Thorough domination right now, and the game plan is simple, obviously, Charles. They're going for 2 after every touchdown, and it's 24-0.
Don't you just get the sense right now that they're just flexing? I mean, you'll be able to do whatever they want, how they want, 3 two-point conversions. And now they're up 24-0, so essentially they gained a field goal out of it without even trying to kick her out there.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Back to throw. Nix. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Irving, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw on 3rd down, Nix completes this one to Thornton. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. On 1st down, Nix. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Throwing on 1st down. Nix under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Operating from the gun. Nix being chased out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Browns drive about to get started. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2. They'll throw now on the final play. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout, as we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach in our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First things first, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Browns. And despite the big lead, they really did next to nothing throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage. We'll see how aggressive they want to be going forward. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they too have found passing lanes to be hard to come by so far. As you see by the numbers, they'll need to figure that out in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the third. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there, 62 yards. And the Browns come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's complete. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on two more. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Taking it about the one. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for two in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you got a talented back, give it back to him.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
So now on comes the Browns offense as they'll try for 2 more. He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Now they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. .36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. But they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game. Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game. Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. The 30, the 20, 10, 5. And can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return. And the Bills are going to recover. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back live to Orlando. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throwing to start the drive. Nix. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. Past the 20. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back. Drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. To throw from his end zone, Nix. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. The Bills send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to...
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review, and this being inside. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is.
Back to throw again. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's a tough one for the defense because the coverage was good downfield. He was forced to work his way out of the pocket to his right, spotted his man on the sideline, and got it to him to pick up the 1st down on third down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.